All right, we're winning the die roll again. Pretty sweet. Our hand is great. Turn 1 Exemplar, turn 2 Scrapheap Scrounger, not too shabby. Too shabby at all. And on the play, this is just like kind of the best thing you can do on turn 1 and turn 2. Wow. Now, if we could draw basic planes, that would really make this hand insane. Whoa, my God. Like, too good to be true. I should play the Thraben Inspector pre-combat, just so my opponent can't, like, Grasp in Darkness the Scrapheap Scrounger, and prevent the Toolcraft Exemplar from becoming 3-power. I actually probably should have played the... No, that would make a difference. I wonder what my opponent's thinking about here. My opponent's actually probably just thinking about how impossible it is for him to win this game. He doesn't even know I'm going to play Gideon next turn. My opponent is so dead. To be fair, my opponent could have stupid -2/-2 to everything and exile it. To be fair, this Mardu deck is pretty good against sweepers. Part of that is because of Scrapheap Scrounger, and that -2/-2 thing deals with him, which is pretty annoying. But it's got vehicles and planeswalkers too, so. And our opponent had to use 2 mana to kill our 1-drop after our 1-drop had already gotten 3 damage. So pretty ideal situation. So here I would like to play my Gideon, but I don't really want to try to play my Gideon into all this open mana. I'll probably play Gideon next turn. Do the slaughter. Well, be an easy one. Because of the 4 mana instant speed draw spell that they have. I'm actually going to be presenting lethal here, so wow, yeah, my opponent just has counter magic. Pretty insane. Definitely a matchup where I don't need Declaration in Stone. Take that out. And I probably don't need all 4 unlicensed disintegrations. So I'm just going to bring in these 2 Pias and the last Gideon. So we're all dudes except for these 3 unlicensed disintegrations. And I think instead of 2 of these Veteran Motorists, I have 2 Selfless Spirits. Actually, that doesn't do anything against the -2/-2 thing. So yeah, Selfless Spirit is not going to be part of our game plan. But yeah, so we'll just run like this. And we may just have the unlicensed integrations, but having too much interaction when you're an aggro deck and your opponent is a control deck is the easy, straightforward way to lose. So even though Heart of Kiran is the more powerful play, I'm going to play Scrapheap Scrounger first. Oh man, this exiles. Jeez, my opponent's got the right answer. Pretty brutal. So I think what I want to do is play Thraben Inspector and then play Heart. My opponent might have the other 2-mana counter that like doesn't counter artifacts. And this way I'm at least playing around something. Also in complete isolation, my Heart is one of the least valuable threats because it can't attack by itself. So if my opponent just has creature removal, he's kind of in an awkward spot here. Is he going to use a To the Slaughter here? Probably not. I wonder if this means my opponent just doesn't have a, well, this is kind of, I guess I'll play Pia. I'm not particularly excited at this moment. I have no interest in trying to block with this Heart of Kiran, even though it means that my opponent's going to be able to get a 3 free lifelink damage on me. But I need to, I'm in a tough spot. So let's see here. I think what I want to do through this, I guess this doesn't really make sense. My original thought was try to force my opponent. Can't imagine my Gideon resolves. I'm obviously gonna have a hard time winning this race, but I mean, maybe my opponent just doesn't have the ability to block. I mean, he really doesn't have spot removal. All right, I guess I'll try to block with the Heart. I mean, if my opponent has a 2-mana removal spell, it's going to work out really poorly. My opponent has a 2-mana spell. Maybe I should have set this up a turn earlier. And that way, if my opponent tapped out to make his Cletus bigger, like, oh my gosh. All right. Oh. Yeah, I guess I should have played the Thalia first. Good idea. But I think maybe with the way this game was, there was just no way I could win. My opponent had the right answer, the right time. I guess there's still a chance I could have my opponent could flat out and I could get unlicensed disintegration, but it seems unlikely. I'm actually just totally dead. So we're gonna go to the next one. Now that I have seen Cletus, this probably could have just assumed Cletus would be there. I think I'll roll like this. Might have actually been what I should have done before. Here we go. Actually, isn't actually that great, but I'm going to keep it. It's a godly hand if we can draw either, like if we draw an artifact. And it's still a good hand if we draw a land that taps for white. We drew neither. So now all of a sudden our hand has completely fallen apart. Pretty unfortunate. Brutal. One of those situations where Spire of Industry is not mana confluence. No sorry. Well, this is definitely an unfortunate way to lose. We got to make our opponent look like a real chump in game one, but we've had things play out in a rather embarrassing fashion. Well, my opponent missed his land drop. Hopefully he just has a bunch of counter magic. Ugh. Not feel good. I wonder if I should have actually considered not playing my mountain. Because now if I play one of the fast, or if I draw one of the fast lands, it's going to come into play tapped. I have to imagine this meets a horribly awry. Well, my opponent actually had to discard to hand size. Comical. Oh no! I totally messed up. I was supposed to play. Oh, I actually forgot that I could use that Spire. Could that be? Is there any way I could have won this game if I had played Thraben Inspector there? Rather amazing how little my opponent has done. Now this is basically over. So I do still have a lot of stuff. Well, it's got more. We'll play it out. Maybe we can make something happen. I can't believe I didn't play the Thraben Inspector off the Spire of Industry though. Wow, my opponent just didn't block. Misclick. All right, Thraben Inspector. You are my sunshine. Disallowed. But this. Well, I do get to bash. And, man, it'd be real nice if my unlicensed disintegrations were online. While my opponent's still glimmering. I wonder what he's digging for. I think he should have everything he needs. Time for the metallurgic thingamabobber. All right, so I think I just attack with everything and make him do something first. So I think I just want to get this right away. You're gonna exile my thing, huh? This means I'm only gonna be able to attack my opponent for 2. Not very good. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna and block him. I think I can attack in this situation. Now I'm at the point where I have to block. I don't really want to run into another Torrential Gear Hulk. I just got 6 cards. Let's see what happens if I do this. The issue here is because my opponent has so much more mana, my opponent actually has the tempo advantage because he can cast all of his stuff before I can. So because Inventor's Apprentice is actually pretty good because I can go Apprentice and Unlicensed. Now, do I want to attack? I think I'm dead no matter what if my opponent has another Torrential Gearhulk. So I'm just not going to play around another Gearhulk. And if I only attack with the Toolcraft Exemplar, then I have 3 chump blockers for the Torrential Gearhulk, so you'd have to have 3 removal spells, which there's a good chance that he does, but I think this is the best thing, because it means that the Heart of Kiran is lethal, and Unlicensed Integration plus anything would be lethal too. This is looking bad. I think my opponent should have killed... Alright, just everything dead. Alright, next one.